The School of Public Affairs hosted an election watching party on Tuesday, November 6th in Burt Combs. Students were treated with pizza as they waited anxiously for the ballots to be counted. When the Associated Press reported Andy Barr, a part-time MSU professor, victorious in his bid for U.S. Congress, NewsCenter left Combs to cover the story in Lexington. The party was held at the Marriott on Newtown Pike and was attended by hundreds who were there to support Barr on the biggest night of his political career. Ryan Quarles, a representative from Scott County, described what is necessary for a successful campaign.
Running a successful campaign starts with having family support, being right on the issues, and having the work ethic to knock on doors and make the phone calls and wear out the shoe leather to spread your message door by door about what you want to accomplish in office. Depending on the size of the race, whether it's city council, congressional, or presidential, you have to be able to develop the resources and the volunteers to help get your message out and convince people why they should hire you and send you to elected office.
MSU professor Jonathan Peluzny praised Andy Barr's strategies and discussed some of the issues he'll now face in Washington.
It was a very good night for Democrats. It wasn't a great night for Republicans, but maybe the one of the only bright spots for Republicans was that Andy Barr won Kentucky 6, right? Won the Lexington congressional district. Andy Barr has been a professor for us in our Master's of Public Administration program now for a couple of years. He teaches constitutional law and administrative law, and he's off to D.C., so we will be looking for someone to teach those classes. He'll be hard to replace. Students love him. The biggest problem, I think, continues to be the consequences of the 2009 recession and the 2008 financial downturn. And so unemployment is still fairly high, 7.9% now nationally, high in Kentucky as well. How does this election impact that? We're going to have to see some compromise on taxes, and the only thing that the Democratic Senate and the Republican House, the only thing they've been good at doing is disagreeing. And so whether or not they are able to get a jobs bill through or prevent those tax increases remains a very big question. Kentucky is struggling to balance its budget, which has been important to Morehead State University because declining federal funding means that the university has to find other ways of bringing in money, and that matters to students because typically it leads to an enrollment increase. And so again, the deficit situations that both the state routinely finds itself in and the national government, I think that's also a very important issue.
And while voter turnout was low this year, possibly due to Hurricane Sandy, the voice of the people was heard, and another chapter in U.S. history was written. Reporting for NewsCenter, this is Hardy Breeding.